अधिकतर दिन में गर्मी होती है, रात को बहुत ठंड हो जाती है। आपने सुसु करी थी ना आज?
मोनिका हेडफोन दे।
वही है। तो फिर आप बीच में सोते हो, पूरी ठंड लगती है आपको और आपको सुसु आती है, ठंड में सुसु आती है, फिर आप सुसु करते हो बैठ के। रात को पजामा पहन के ही सोना है, मौसम बदल गया है। ठंड का मौसम आ रहा है, पजामा पहन के ही सोना है, ऊपर जाओ पापा का।
Yeah, so welcome guys. So we are only 3 persons right now. Maybe some other people come in and join us today. Kashif, if you want, bro, you can unmute yourself so we can talk with each other. Yeah, if not, I just want to break down one trade I had this week on gold. This was a short position on this one, where I was seeing, right, market makers came up and inducing more traders over Thursday, Friday, or better said, we had the Wednesday midweek reversal right about here at this zone. We had a nice daily market structure happening right out here. So this was probably just a peak formation low. So as you can see here, guys, we always talk about our structure patterns and how they are designed. So sometimes we see a W formation, sometimes we see some type of, looks to me like a head and shoulders pattern on the lower time frame. It could be at this area here right about. But in my opinion, it looks more like a peak formation low. So let's break down the other days, the upcoming days. So we had a nice Wednesday reversal after Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Market makers came down to induce more sellers into this trend. So when it comes to Wednesday, I think there was something like news London session, New York session, sorry. New York session broke out, stop 100 the low of the week, induced more sellers, while this was probably some kind of support area where retail traders are willing to buy here and willing to buy here and put their stop losses somewhere between, let's mark this out, somewhere between here and here. So why is this so? Because if you look at the overall trend, you got a nice trend channel, I would say, like this, and you see 1, 2, 3 touches. So when it comes to these 3 touches, retail traders think, all right, this is the perfect time to sell. This is, I'm gonna spend all my fucking money on this trade to sell, because the trend is your friend. You see, all right, market makers came here, make the high of the week. On Sunday, Monday came down, induced some buyers at a first day reversal. We also had a Wednesday reversal here happening. So guys, this is very important if you look at this. So we are always talking about midweek reversals. So when are they mostly likely to happen? On Wednesday and Thursday, sometimes also on Tuesday, like we had it on, or like I had it on my setup here where I was selling gold this week. So I literally got in here the stop hunt. So this was a pretty nice trade. And all my take profits went to hit. So for now on gold, we saw a nice induction trend. And one more time again, guys. 1, 2, you can literally say this would be the third. So this comes out, and so we had 3 touches. We had some type of, I would say, support zone, which was built here. And market goes to the liquidity. Because if you are seeing this trend, you're thinking, all right, this is the perfect time to buy. This is the perfect time to buy. This would be also a perfect time to buy, because yeah, if you look at the higher time frames, you would maybe see some type of supply and demand zone, yeah, some type of bullshit. So, but yeah, we want to teach you how to think like a market maker, how to use reverse engineering to level up your trading, to level up your skills, and even to give you a new perspective about the financial markets on a daily time frame. This is why we also make those webinars. This is why we love trading. Yeah, guys. And we are always happy to see you guys winning with us. We are always open for you. If you have some questions, just let me know in our chat room here. Yeah, we got something. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, let's move on. So if you have any wishes for some different pairs, just let me know. I will yeah, look now for some patterns here for the upcoming week, and we also will check out the news. Let's check out the news for the upcoming weeks. All right, guys. So we had. Oh yeah, we can do this right now, bro. No problem. So yeah, we have the upcoming news for the week, and yeah, most likely on Wednesday. So if we are talking about market structure and daily structure and weekly structure variations, yeah, so you can literally see or think about what could be happening the upcoming week on the Euro USD pairs, stuff like this. So yeah, let's move on. So yeah, let's check out. Fuck. Wait a minute, guys. What do we got here? Yeah, sorry, my chart is a little bit of messy, but at least I can see something. All right, if we look at the Euro USD, what do we see? We see some zones, some liquidity zones where retail traders are induced to sell or buy. And yeah, you see this zone was in our past some type of resistance zone. So retail traders was thinking about, all right, that would be the perfect time to sell. But if you are looking at the price was literally stop hunting about 70 pips. So yeah. This was our stop hunt at London session. And we got also a nice wedge. Multi-session information as well. So these patterns, what we are talking about, they are not looking always perfect, yeah. But if you are looking at it with a, I would say, more open-minded perspective, you are open to see the patterns like M&Ws, which not always looking perfect. Like, yeah, let's take for example this one. This one would be a perfect information, but they are not always looking perfect like this. And this was also just some type of yeah, induction trend. So as you can see here, market makers came up to the high of the day. So this was, yeah, let's crack it down. Something like, so all right. All right. So we saw over the last few days of the last week this week, I'm not sure. Yeah, this week we saw a nice uptrending channel. So on Thursday, market makers came, or I would say, yeah, this can you call as a midweek reversal, but I would prefer to say that on Thursday the overall reversal was to happen. So why? Because on Wednesday we saw market makers made that information, which was at the end just a fake information, which is happening very often. So when you look at informations or W formations, you have to keep one thing in mind, and that is where are the zones up or where are these patterns are happening. So for the best M and W formations, I would recommend to you to look for market structure. This can yeah used on 50 minutes time frame and 40 minutes time frame, and then you have to look for where is the liquidity on and what is the overall trend. So which traders I would say gets trapped on this one. So this was literally yeah something like high impact news which came out on Thursday. On Friday we make the high of the week breakout and then yeah induce more buyers into this fake breakout and then reverse. So now I'm thinking about that they will induce more buyers at the support area here, right about here, before I would say at this area, right about here, or maybe a little bit higher, before they are going to move more down. So maybe with compared to the news, I would say Euro USD is heading to yeah, maybe this area until Wednesday before we see something like, yeah, you know, guys. Yeah, this would be market structure. I could be wrong as well, but in my opinion, looks yeah, pretty good. So I hope you guys understand everything what I said until now. If yes, please let me know. If not, please let me know as well. So we can move on to the next one. Let me know in the chat room, guys.
Yeah. Let's have a look at GBP USD.
Yeah, sure, bro.
The fake sell and then buy, you know.
So when I look at this, I see this was a resistance zone, which got a support. So this could be the peak formation high, right about here. More bias has been trapped. So GBP USD, in my opinion, could be a really nice sell. What do you think, bro?
I think if you go to 4 hours time frame.
Sure.
Let's have a look. So I think until Wednesday, it will make some induction, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It will make some induction of buyers and
Maybe
make
something like an information.
Yeah. They will push it up, trap some more buyers, and then suddenly drop it down, you know.
Yeah.
The Wednesday news is there, FOMC as well. So it's a perfect time to do that with the people. So
and it would definitely make some sense. So if you look at the overall market structure and how we are trading overall, I would say that this would be a high possible setup to happen. Yeah. Yes.
That's what I think. And induction, you know, first 2 days will be induction, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They will do first choppy action, then induction, then suddenly they will dump all the retail traders. Mm-hmm. And when the bias will be buy, they will be net short, you know. It's
Yeah.
keep it keeps happening.
Yeah, we definitely have to wait for the perfect structure because, um, yeah, I think, like you already said, Monday, Tuesday induction, and we maybe could see Wednesday or Thursday a reversal. But um, until then, I wouldn't enter in any trade.
Yeah,
So
I would also not enter. I would wait for the perfect entry. That's what I would like, No FOMOs for me. No fear of missing out any trades.
definitely,
Let the market present itself, you know.
that's the point, bro. That's the point.
What is happening, what I've seen is continuously happening with the retail traders is that they are doing trading. They go full on as soon as the market opens on Monday, throw their trades. As soon as the London session opens, it traps the sellers or the buyers.
Yeah, they are trying to
and and as just 1 hour before the market starts moving in, stop hunting again in New York session before, just 1 hour before, up and down both sides. Then suddenly midway, like after 30 minutes of the New York session starts, it makes the right direction,
yeah, you have
up
to
or
think
down.
about, sorry. Yeah, you have to think about Asian session is most likely a consolidation.
Stop on, yeah, the traps. Asian and London session both are trapped.
To London session, we have breakout, and then yeah, most likely I like to trade New York session, so late New York session. So this is the perfect time for me to trade. But I have also seen some good setups at London session. So yeah, depends on the pair you're trading, and definitely on the setups you want to trade. Yeah.
Yeah. So what next is there? I think
Use the JPY.
USD will be a buy in, but it will first correct itself, make a bit, just like on the left side of the structure. You see, it went down on the trend line. It will do the same thing, correct itself a bit, then rise up again. You know,
Yeah. Yes.
and one more thing that the people should know about that ADR, average daily range. So a certain, all forex pairs have their daily range, that they can move. For example, if the daily range of USD is 80 pips or 100 pips, and it has done 200 pips, then don't enter, please, because it will correct itself. So let enter always on correction or the pullbacks. Don't enter during the move, because it will, when it will correct, it will hit your stop loss, or your stop loss will be very wide. That is my advice to everyone, you know.
Yeah, very good point, bro. Very good point.
This is where most of the people lose money, because their stop loss is very, you know the pro traders have maximum stop loss distance of 60 pips maximum. Mostly they have only 20 to 30 pips stop loss, and mostly they enter after the breakouts, not during the stop hunts. This looks like a flag, you know but they will deceive people.
So this will definitely happen on EuroJPY.
Yes, yes, yes. And one thing more that everyone should know, that as soon as the euro news will come, euro will push up a little, trap more buyers, and suddenly, as soon as the sentiment or or that news session is over, you should remember the sentiment or the news session lasts maximum 3 sessions. That's it. After the 3 session, it will fade away and correct itself. So be aware of the traps. You should avoid traps at all costs. Don't fall to these.
No, you don't have to avoid them. You just have to wait for them to playing
Wait
up.
for them. That's the thing. Be
Yeah,
patient.
definitely. So and then there are some kind of different stages before you are entering trade. So yeah, I don't know how far you are going with our videos and how the stuff we are teaching. Well, with the stuff we are teaching, but I said sorry. So, but as always, a trap, then there's a shift, there's an induction, there's a continuation of the trend. So, yeah, like I was trying out this stuff here, we can go in the past and look for the same exact setups. So, if you look here, right about here, okay, this one. Let's take this one. So we got a nice, I would say, yes, fake support area right about in this area. So we got then the trap, then we got the shift, then we got the induction to this downside, and then we got the yeah, continuation. So, and
And people should also know that market maker does, after the bottom happens, market maker at least retests that level for 3 times or 4 times.
yes,
It is never a V-shaped recovery. It's
yeah,
never,
yeah,
ever
but
a
the thing
V.
is, sometimes even when you have these free pushes, there's mostly likely to happen another trap on this area.
Yeah,
So I would say wait for the stop hunt definitely before you want to jump into a trade. And when you see this, yeah, free
exactly.
to the support area or stuff like this.
And
So
also, and also, for example, if there is a news on, for example, ECB, I have noticed that as well.
hmm,
What happens is people or traders, like it is happening at 4:30 p.m., but traders wake up at 9 a.m. and they put their trades, like Euro USD buy, they'll put at 8:30 a.m. and until 4:30 p.m. in between London session
hmm,
pushes the traders down,
hmm,
and they go into a stop hunt of 60 pips,
hmm.
70 pips, and then everyone just closes their position, and after some while, as soon as 4:30 news comes, it goes into their buy direction,
Yes.
but taking them out. So in
Yeah,
order to
that
avoid,
was
yeah,
this was the game
yeah,
of emotions. So
yeah, in
yeah,
order to avoid that, we should enter after the market maker shows their direction.
definitely, definitely. And there's always a stop hunt. There's always a
Yes,
stop.
always not,
Hunt.
stop hunt is compulsory,
Yeah.
for any trade. So yeah.
Like we also see here. So this could be a multi-session information, but this could also be a nice yeah, wedge pattern playing out.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's take this point. And even some type of little
W.
daily market structure right about here. So W formation, yeah,
And
information,
then drop them out. Yeah.
yeah, stop hunt, and yeah, second leg, M formation, stop hunt, breakout to the upside, and then
Yeah. You know
yes.
what people,
So
the
trap,
people
shift, and
and continuation,
yes,
you know. People should know that market maker will always come back one more time. It is very rare that they don't come back, but
yes.
they will always come back one more time to take you out from your position.
Yeah, you
So
definitely have to watch these areas. So most likely support and resistance bullshit areas, which are get trapped. So never fucking believe support and resistance because these are the liquidity pools, liquidity zones, and trap zones. So these are the
yes,
zones where you have to look for a setup, but not when you see, all right, this is the perfect time to buy. Yeah, we had perfect example for support. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, let's buy here. Come, let's buy here. So bye bye. So this was 120 pips. So I don't
120.
know
Yeah,
if
go on.
traders are putting the stop losses 120 pips below this area, but yeah, I think there are enough stupid traders who are doing this actually.
We can have a look on GPAUD as well.
GBP
GPAUD.
Oh, sorry. Sure.
Uh,
All right.
yeah. So here, here is a good trade, for the for the guys if they like, because the stop hunt is done. What do you see?
Wait a moment. So I think there could be two possible scenarios playing out on GBP AUD. So I think, but I'm not sure because the overall market structure looks to me like a buy, but it also could be a buyer's trap. So
Yeah.
wait a minute. So maybe market makers came up with them and then drop it again because here's liquidity, you know, guys. So 1, 2, 3. So maybe this zones will get being trapped one more time again before the actual reversal will be happen.
Yeah.
Or yeah, the second scenario would be that that they are coming up to this area and then doing some type of accumulation here, then break out, and then going for the stop losses of the previous sellers, and yeah, hitting all the stop losses. So these
Yeah.
are two possible scenarios, but let's see what's happening. What will happen?
I think first they will again stop hunt a bit, come close to that retested level, and go back up again. And then as soon as they come out of the trend line, they will retest the trend line again,
Mhm.
and then go up.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
Yeah, I will actually see if the Sony got be broken one more time again, or if they are staying, I would say, at this area here. So when they are staying at this area, I think there would be a possible buy opportunity. My dog is escalating. So, and yeah, if they are coming, oh, wait a minute.
Let's have a look at which one? USD CAD. You know, you remember USD CAD BS we had? It's coming down. Yeah.
Cat?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a moment. Which
USD CAD is our favorite.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Nice.
how good is it? You know,
Did they
and
all
people are
the gap?
and people are still
Oh, you
and people still wants to buy. I think they have already covered the gap, but they will not go for a buy. It will still
Not
go.
yet. Not yet.
Oh, it will go down to 1.29 thousand to 9,000, 1.29 it will.
1.333, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they would be possibly, you know, all the retail traders will be waiting with their buy stops, buy limit orders. But what I would say is they will crush this liquidity zone as
It would
well,
crash below this area and then
then go up. You
yes,
know,
exactly. So exactly.
yeah. So USD
So this
CAD is,
could be happening on Wednesday, I think so.
yeah. We are waiting for Wednesday. Until then, let the CAD do its thing.
But
You know,
maybe we could also see some type of, yeah, I would say rejection on Tuesday. So maybe they are just inducing tomorrow and then move up on Tuesday. But I think we will definitely, well, we should definitely hold this pair on our watch list. And if we see a nice setup, we will definitely send it out to our community.
yeah. And then comes the which one? CAD. Let's see CAD CHF. You know. Yes, nice one there. Tushna, we will.
Yeah, we will take another look at gold when we are done with CAD CHF.
Yeah.
Kashif, what do we say?
I'm saying it will induce buyers,
Yeah.
and then it is going to sell
Yes.
hard.
Yes.
Enough with CAD bullshit, you know. Enough with CAD bull. Now is the time to trap.
Yeah.
Everyone will think that
Trapping
this is a
buyers.
support. Yeah. The bias is a buy, you know.
So
but no,
maybe we could see something like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then
3 vectors and down. Yeah.
yes, say goodbye. So this would
See,
be the perfect peak formation high.
yeah, and then down on, and everyone should know that CHF is far stronger than CAD fundamentally, since it's a safe haven. So yeah, CAD can rally until the oil prices will be going up, and then after that, CAD will just chop everyone. It will be a choppy movement. So yeah, we will keep it on the watch list as well, and let's look at oil.
Yes, like Tushan said, yeah, we really said, yeah, we are looking right now for a buy, but we definitely don't buy. We are looking then
We
when
don't buy at the
formation
top.
high
Yeah,
is filled up, and then we are looking for sell formation. So yeah,
we don't say buy on the top, because there your stop loss will be too wide. That is the reason. We
excellent.
can check. We can check oil. Crude oil. Yeah, that's one.
Nice,
Nice.
nice.
All my TPs hit on oil. This is a pullback, and it will happen until 38.10 something, and then go up again
Yeah.
245 level. So yeah, it has to go to 55, 60 again, back up. I really remember when it went south, and we knew that it is going south. You know, I still remember that time.
I don't. I think this was here. Something like this.
Yeah, sometime here.
Yeah.
And we told that now it's going to go by, and then it went south
And
from
then we
there.
said, yeah, right,
It's a
exactly.
support. Yeah, it's a buy, and whosoever bought with my position trade will be having some nice profits. If someone bought, for sure this is going to fill the gap on the left side of the structure with 45. I think I already shared the trade. So yeah, let's have a look at gold.
So yeah, we already talked about it. We just broke down our trade this week here, and yeah, for now, there's the shit. I think for gold would be this here a
So
nice
just
yeah take
support, yeah,
zone, yeah,
take support. It will be broken, but
yeah, broken, and maybe this could be a Tuesday reversal happening at this area.
yeah, Tuesday night.
Down below, trap this area, stop hunt this area to induce more sellers. So if we are looking at this right now, we saw that gold was going down, doing daily market structure. Now they are inducing more buyers. Stop hunting now all the stop losses from previous buyers. So maybe going one more, yeah, I would say area below before we could see some type of pullback. So this could be a buyer trap, but this could also be some type of reversal.
I think we should not enter sell until it reaches the 1720 level
Yes,
from where it fell.
exactly.
So until then, it has to, it will induce buyer sellers bull. Like it will chop again slowly, slowly. It will go 10 steps ahead and 15 steps back. It will keep chopping everyone. And we should never enter gold with a huge stop loss.
No.
Because
So if you
the
want
volatility,
to sell, yeah, for sure, why not?
yeah, because volatility on gold is $40 to $100 a day. So the every daily range is huge. Anything can happen, and we are, as I told everyone on the group, that the hedge funds have closed their 35% long positions, and now they introduce short positions. So it means they are going to push it down, then buy up again, induce more, get more liquidity. Because you should know one thing, that they have huge order blocks. and they don't get filled unless they are retail traders there to give them their profits. This is something that retail traders don't understand. They think that they if they enter somewhere that the market maker is not seeing, all of the big guys can see your positions. So always enter behind, just stay behind the, just like a shadow with the market maker. So you will be fine. Otherwise they will take you out, no matter it's $100 stop loss. And always follow money management on gold.
Pretty good
Gold
point.
will,
Pretty good point, definitely. So we only have 4 minutes left. If you guys have some questions, just drop it down in our chat room and yeah, let us know.
we can have a look on what AUD and ZD.
Mhm.
AUD and ZD, we can have a look. How many years did it take you all before become? Years.
Years. Fucking years.
We are.
No problem at all. But yeah,
It
you
is.
guys, you
It
guys
is.
should be very happy because I didn't have the chance to get those pretty good men's area. So yeah, it took me really 2 or 3 years to figure out how it works. So and yeah, just with hard work, guys. So focus is where energy flows. So that means
Yeah. And I would advise this
on your
one more
business,
thing to
if you're
every.
focusing on your goals, then you
Yeah.
are in a good place to reach your goals. But if you are not focusing on trading or just letting your emotions control your reaction, then you are mostly like to fail at the markets because you have to understand yourself and you literally figure out your personality while trading. So we had a nice quote on our website, which is finally online. So yeah, we write down here: trading doesn't just reveal your character; it also builds it if you stay in the game long enough. So if you think about this quote, and if you think about how we want to teach you how to trade on the markets, then you have to keep in mind that you have to work on yourself, and this on a daily basis. So yeah, guys.
Trading is all about patience and
Yeah,
waiting for the market to present itself. You should never ever force your trades, and never ever should increase your lot size or over leverage your account.
definitely.
And it could work like the YOLO trades that people do. It could work for 1, 2, or 3 times. When it will not work, it will blow your account. So stop thinking that trading will make you rich overnight. It will not. But it's like a marathon. It takes time, like anything else, like learning to how to drive. Like if you are an athlete, you need to prepare yourself. So without being well informed and prepared, you should not trade real accounts. That is my core advice. Don't blow your accounts with your emotions. Learn and
Yeah,
observe.
definitely. So one last point. So when I was starting to work on myself and my personality, and I was thinking about trading at this point because you have to work at this point on yourself. So that is a tip from myself, which helped me a lot, which was taking my time at least, I don't know, 3 times a week to just meditate. 20 or 30 minutes doesn't matter. The real point and the thing is that you have to keep control of your emotions, that you have control